there's a little street market up here that I want to go have a look at and see what they've got. I don't know how much I'm going to find, but a little walk through here. A lot of stuff is probably fairly similar from each vendor. You know, beaded bracelets, Holbox magnets and hats, those types of things. So yeah, a lot of it's pretty similar stuff for the most part. There is some nice handmade jewelry and things, for sure. Lots of like little shot glasses and so, you know, if you're looking for some small stuff like that to bring back home for friends and family, something like that, you know, this is a good spot to come and do that here, for sure. No patches here for the flag of Mexico, but the guy did give me a tip and he thinks that there's a place just up the road that may actually sell some. So I'm gonna go up there and have a look. Just a quick shout out to Taqueria Mateo here on Holbox Island. I went there on my first night for dinner and excellent. They had really cheap tacos. They were like 20 or 25 pesos. And yeah, it was delicious and a nice local spot. So if you're here and looking for some affordable eats, that is definitely one of the places I would recommend. I'll put the address on the map here as well with a little QR code so it's easy to find. Well, I found a shop here on the corner that had some patches, but not the Mexican flag. They had a couple of Costa Maya ones. One of the pyramid at Chichen Itza, and then just another generic one. But to be honest, I was also quite surprised at the fact they were almost $15 each Canadian, which is about 5 times more than they should be. So anyway, we're gonna take a little walk down this way. I haven't been down this road yet, and it's currently pedestrian only, so I think my plan is that for today I will, because it's already like halfway through the day now, so I think what I'll do is I'll wait and have an earlier start tomorrow in the morning, go pick up a rental and go for a drive down the island. It's supposed to be nice again tomorrow weather-wise, so that should be no problem. And that way I can get out and get going fairly early. They said they open at 8 o'clock at that first place I checked. It gets pretty quiet here once you get off that main couple of streets too, which I've noticed, which is kind of nice. So you get out of the a lot of the tourist traffic, and you can just kind of wander on your own here a little bit. One of the other things that's really cool here on Holbox Island, this place is full of beautiful street art. You saw the one I had there earlier on the side of my hotel, and pretty much everywhere else you go. Buenos dias. So you see really cool street art on a lot of the buildings here, which is really nice. Hi. Hi. Yeah, go around. Gotta back up for this corner. Too swampy, even for me. As you can see, here's a good example. I had to double back a little bit to get around this corner because this stuff gets pretty slick and I don't feel like taking a dive. Little fruit stand here, actually I walked past yesterday. I think I want to have a look inside and see if I can just pick up a couple bananas and some stuff. So this is the Fruiteria Culican, and I got a couple of little mandarins and a couple of apples. Again, just a good little local spot. some fresh produce. They had lots of stuff in there if you're cooking as well. Honey, oil, spices, all kinds of peppers and stuff. So great spot if you're going to be here for a bit and are looking to do some cooking yourself. Well, I'm going to start making my way back because it's hot and the cool breeze that I've enjoyed has died off for a little bit. Just came for a walk down to the beach here after breakfast, and you can really see the difference it makes when the wind is changed. You know, you get the crystal clear blue water out, just out, you know, I don't know, 100 feet out, but then in the shore all along here it almost looks black because of all the seaweed that gets washed in. So today is day 3 or day 4, I think. I kind of lost track, hanging out here on the island, just relaxing and you know, doing a whole lot of what you're supposed to do on a beach or on an island. Just relax and enjoy the fresh air and the sunshine and the lack of stress or anxiety or whatever ails you back in your normal life. This is definitely the place to come to escape all of that. Holbox Island to me is a great combination of being in the Mayan Riviera area, but not being in a part of it that's completely overrun with, you know, tourists and big fancy chains and all that sort of stuff. The only chain that I've seen here is the subway, and everything else is all local. All the hotels are, for the most part, local. Restaurants all the same. Yeah, it's just a really nice, relaxing vibe here, and I'm glad that I changed up my plans a little bit to come here to Holbox. You know, there's not a whole lot here historical. There's not like museums and those types of things here to see. This is really about finding a place away from the rest of the world to relax and unwind. And after 4 months in Mexico, I can say this is probably the most relaxing place I've been to out of all the stops that I've had, and it's been really great for that. So I'm glad that I'm here, and glad that I'm just taking the time to kick back and read a book and not think about much of anything. So later we're gonna go rent a golf cart and go for a drive up the length of the island here a little bit, up to what's known as Mosquito Point, which is where some of the nicer sandbars and stuff are in the area. So we're gonna go up and take a look at that today. But yeah, other than that, it's a great spot just to come and relax and basically do nothing if you want. Prices are good. Hotel that I'm in, which I'll do a review of as part of this video, is fantastic. No complaints whatsoever there. A beautiful 25 to 30 degrees Celsius every day, but then with the nice ocean breeze and stuff, it just keeps it really just perfect. So anyway, that's enough rambling for now. I'm just sitting here and wanted to get a few thoughts out, and yeah, enjoy the view.